All right, so today we're going to go into the topic of what do I think about when I say stay tight during the bench press? What do I mean when I squeeze my upper back? What do I mean when I drive my legs into the bench press? What do I mean when I say kiss the barbell, with your bench press? And today we're just going to emphasize a lot of these little points. And generally, the better you get with all these little things, the higher chances of you getting a good bench press in a meet. All right, so I'm going to go over some of the changes that I did between reps number 1 and reps number 2. The first thing I want you to notice is my leg drive. I'm going to flex my quads, I'm going to drive my feet into the floor, and I'm going to set my butt into a further back position, okay? So I'm going to flex my toes, drive it into the floor, flex my quads, and this is how I know I'm engaging my legs in the bench press. The next thing I do is I squeeze my shoulder blades together one more time, and I reinforce that with my leg drive. Drive my legs into the floor while pushing my traps in and squeezing it and letting the weight of the bench kind of push me or put me in place. The next thing that you're going to notice is I'm going to squeeze the bar as hard as I can. I'm going to squeeze into my belt and push my chest upwards before I bring the barbell down. So watch, I'm going to stay tight. I'm going to squeeze the bar, bring my chest up, and then initiate bringing the barbell down before I even start the bench press. All right, so the first rep is going to be me holding the bar with my hands. The second rep is going to be where I'm going to squeeze the bar harder and I'm going to create more tightness, and I'm going to be pushing against the bar the whole time with my grip. And one thing that I want you to notice is my knuckles, right? Generally during the first rep, my knuckles are still pretty red, but after retightening and squeezing the bar, you pretty much see that the whiteness of my knuckle is starting to protrude a little bit through my fist. So when I say squeeze the bar, I literally mean squeeze the bar. Your thumb should not be relaxed. Your whole hand should be tightened around the bar with intentions and flexing, and as if you're trying to crush the bar. All right, now this is to emphasize the upper back tightness when you squeeze your upper back when you set up for the bench, which is why upper back accessories generally tends to help you with your bench press, right? Because you're creating a tighter shelf. So this is just me going for my first rep. The second rep, you're going to see me tighten my shoulder blades and squeezing them just a little bit more. And I want you to see the difference in terms of how I'm in contact with the bench during the first rep and the second rep. So with the first rep, most people, they'll just set up and then that's good enough for them. But for me, I want to get into the best position possible, especially if we got one whole minute. I might as well retighten my upper back even more than so. All right, so we're going to dig in just a little bit deeper between kind of what I mean, which is to the picture to the right, when I say stay tight, squeeze the bar, drive your legs into the floor, kiss the bar with your chest, compared to the left side. Now, if you're bench pressing like on the left side, generally there's nothing wrong with the way that I'm bench pressing on the left. But the question that you always got to ask yourself is, can I be a little bit tighter? Can I get a little bit harder, in certain areas. And I want you to kind of pay attention to the green line across the whole picture, which kind of just shows you the touching point on the left side versus the right. I mean, obviously, the bar is going to touch my chest way before on the right than it is on the left, creating a lot of efficient bench pressing. And then I also want you to take a look at the upper back and the legs. The way that I'm driving my legs and the way that I'm squeezing my upper back is just totally different from the right and left. And as you can tell, the right was way easier. I had less trouble, less pain overall. And all it takes is just emphasizing squeezing the bar, squeezing your upper back, squeezing your abs and bringing the bar up and driving your legs. Now, you want to maintain this position the best way that you can. So at any point, if you notice that you're getting loose either in your abs or you're not driving your legs good enough or things of that nature, then that means you're focusing on that one aspect a little bit too hard, and then that's what causes you to mess up. So generally, what you want to do is find a weight where you can continue to practice these things over and over again without having to overemphasize on one thing over another in terms of your technique. And as you get better at doing this with a certain weight load, that is where it's going to transfer over to heavier weights, and your technique is just going to be cleaner overall. And I'm going to kind of show you what I mean right now.